Hello and welcome to yet another train tracks video. Now, in the last video we talked about setting up the M1 and watching your little trains go around in circles. But what if your birthday and Christmas comes and you find yourself in need of more trains? Well, Kato got you covered with a passing loop set designed to fit straight into your M1. As with the other set, it comes with a nice set of instructions and some stickers for your point switches. All will become apparent in a moment. The box contains two sets of number 6 points. These are the longer sets operated by Kato. Each set of points has a motor in the bottom for switching electronically. All built in, no need to wire anything. The wires here will plug straight in, as you'll see shortly. There are two curves to get your loop in place. Some more straights, because who doesn't want a slightly longer run for their train? And a couple of pieces to equal the length. And tucked in the bottom are your 2 point switches. Again, an incredibly easy setup. So, first things first, let's get our loop set up before we pop it into the section itself. So we have our points here, one for each end of the loop. First thing to remember is that we have to pop these small straights in at each end. It's all in your instructions and it's all in the guide. And then 2 curves to transition back. So you now have a loop. There's 2 of those go in the center. As you can see, it now all lines up because of Kato's geometry. So now I think it's time to pop this into our main loop. So it's just a case of popping open your Unitracks, and we're just going to shuffle this probably slightly out of frame. And that's fine, because we like space for our trains. There we go. Now I'm just going to pop those off there for a moment, just so I can pop those in. Now, after we've finally got the loop set into our oval of track, it's time to do what many people fear: wire your points, which is a simple case of taking one of your switches. The wires from the points will always be in red-black, as opposed to the power wires, which will be white and blue, so you can tell the difference. They have the same kind of clip as the power. You clip it into the back, and this just plugs directly into the side of your controller. And again, the same with the second point, which then plugs directly into the side of the other point switch. You now have 2 wired points. So you can bring your train through and run it down one track, flick your switches, bring it back through the other. Once the points are switched again in its current setting, this piece of track is now isolated and nothing will move on it when I turn the controller. This means you can have 2 trains going around this circuit. 2 trains. So now you can run 2 trains on your loop. because there's nothing in this world better than a model train than two model trains. So bringing it in, bring it to a stop, flick your switches, select the other direction if you want to go that way, and away goes the other train. And all in the space of a couple of minutes. Now, if you've bought your KATO M1 and extended it with a V1, or you've just bought the M2, which is this setup in a box straight away, you actually have an option to put a small station in this loop. There is a slightly fancier DX model. This comes with many little details. It also has the option to be lit. And it all snaps together just like most KATO products. No glue, nothing needed. Everything is sticker or push fit. Or there is the slightly less advanced but just as effective kit, which also is designed to fit into this gap. This again has lots of detail, lots of stickers, all clipped together, and it's all designed to fit into the geometry of the track. Okay, so we start opening the box. As you can see in here, it is already neatly packaged with many pieces already placed where they should be. So there's one platform. There's two platform. And there should be some end pieces in the bottom. There they are. And there is also, along the side here, a large selection of stickers on which to put on your platforms for platform markings, adverts, station signage, everything you could need, including station names to make your station look wonderful. There are benches, signposts, markers, things that hang from the ceiling and who knows what they do. There's station name boards, and everything fits into these already popped holes. As you can see here, there is a kiosk which you can detail that will also fit into these holes somewhere in here. And there is another little building that will do the same. They also have pop-out sections in the roofs that you can see here. These are to facilitate the stairs coming down from the overhead station models. They are mostly compatible with almost any station building equipment produced by KATO, because they like to keep things modular and simple. So, talking of modular and simple, it is just a case of snapping the two ends together, just like you would with Unitrack. That nice firm click noise. Pop that on the end there, that one on the end there, and then shouldn't really do this with trains in the middle. I could have made my life much easier, but there it sits, ready for your passengers.